Hey guys, how you all doing? The Wrestling Guy back here today. Welcome to another video on the channel. Today we have an AEW themed video. So obviously AEW are in the wrestling news a lot at the moment regarding an incident involving CM Punk, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks and a couple of other big names following the All Out pay-per-view in a media press conference. So we're going to break it all down for you guys here today. We're going to talk about what we think this means for the future of AEW. What do we see AEW doing moving forward with these certain superstars, and what all went down. So if you guys do go on to enjoy, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. Hit that notification bell as well so you don't miss any of the content coming up on the channel over the next couple of weeks. Right, so AEW is reportedly suspending multiple people involved in the Backstage Incident following the All Out pay-per-view on Sunday. As we've noted, a Backstage Incident took place during the post All Out media scrum on Sunday night, which involved the AEW World Champion at the time, CM Punk, and the AEW producer, Ace Steel. And this went on, this kind of, it's very kind of mixed opinions what went down here. A lot of people are saying it was instigated by CM Punk. A lot of people are saying that people were trying to push CM Punk's buttons because they know that he's got that fiery character. Because you've got to remember as well that these guys have just come off of having sort of half an hour matches. I mean, CM Punk and John Moxley in the main event, I haven't personally seen it yet, but it looked like an absolute war. So these guys, they've got the adrenaline pumping, they've got the emotions flowing, it's all coming out. And anyway, they were put in a press conference against Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks of Matt and Nick Jackson, who obviously on the night of CM Punk winning the World Championship at All Out, the Elite also captured the AEW Trios Tag Team Championships. This is just crazy, to be honest. I mean, what went down here is very unprofessional, and Tony Khan, I think, has got to really kind of evaluate what he wants to do with these certain superstars moving forward. So, from my understanding, there was some very interesting statements being made by CM Punk during this interview. He made it very clear about what he feels about certain members of the AEW locker room, Colt Cabana being a big part of that. Like to drop the F-bomb quite a lot in statements, which seemed a bit unnecessary. I mean, obviously, I know he obviously feels passionate about the things he's talking about and he wants to express how he actually feels, but it kind of got blown a bit far out of proportion, in my opinion. And then there was this incident between Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, and CM Punk. From my understanding, there were both verbal and physical violence involved in this, resulting in CM Punk potentially now being injured. We did see on Dynamite last night that he has been stripped of the AEW World Championship. We don't know if that's to do with this altercation backstage or because he is now injured again. People are saying he's now torn his pectoral muscle or something like that. We'll have to see what happens with that going forward, but he has been stripped of the AEW World Championship. We are still waiting to hear from Tony Khan about what CM Punk's position with the company is going to be moving forward, but we'll get into more about that in a little bit. So it involved a chair being thrown at one of the Young Bucks. I can't remember exactly which one it was, but it involved a chair being thrown, and it also involved some punches and biting and pulling of hair towards Kenny Omega as well from CM Punk. So this wasn't just a little kind of storyline spat or something that they've had backstage. This was a full out sort of brawl. Which is absolutely unacceptable. This is not good for business. It's not good for AEW. And as a result, there have been multiple suspensions being made, including Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, Kenny Omega, producer Pat Buck, talent relations head officer Christopher Daniels, Michael Nakazawa, and Brandon Cutler as well. So they are on the list of people that have been suspended. The Elite have been stripped of the AEW World Trios Tag Team Championships as well. We saw Death Triangle pick up a win. They're really happy about that last night to be crowned the new champions. And like I said previously, CM Punk and Ace Steel are still waiting to know their destiny with AEW as well. Tony Khan hasn't released anything yet, although it is speculating towards either a heavy suspension or an immediate release from the AEW. And obviously, like I said, CM Punk has been stripped of the AEW World Championship. Whether that's injury or whether that's due to this incident, we don't know. But hopefully we'll hear more about it in the next couple of days. So, what does this mean for AEW moving forward? At the moment, AEW are in a very difficult position. They've got WWE, who are dominating the wrestling division at the moment since the Triple H takeover. WWE has really kind of picked itself up, has kind of moved and showed its dominance towards the top of the ladder again. AEW, they needed to be kind of closely following behind. They almost feel that they've slipped down a bit. This is not the move that AEW needed to make. I think this is the last thing that Tony Khan wanted. Obviously, you don't want any of your stars having a battle backstage. You don't want them actually fighting and hurting each other and falling out. And Tony Khan has really been put in a difficult position the past couple of days because he's having to really make some decisions about what he wants to do moving forward. Does he want to keep Punk? Does he want to risk losing other members of the AEW locker room? Because I know a lot of the other wrestlers have said about how they feel about this and that they feel that CM Punk should be fired from AEW, and there have also been threats from certain superstars about potentially leaving if nothing does come of this with CM Punk. So we'll have to see what happens moving forward. But like I said, it's crunch time for Tony Khan. He really needs to make some harsh decisions now. His first big decision was obviously stripping Punk of the championship, which must have been really, really difficult for him and difficult for him to have to put across to Punk as well, who from my understanding isn't taking any responsibility towards what happened at all. Like I said, we only know what the media tell us. We only know what we hear online, so we don't know exactly what happened. We have a pretty good idea though, because it kind of all kind of adds up and there's multiple sources that say the same thing, but it seems like fair measures are being placed on each of them. So AEW really needs to start kind of picking themselves up now and kind of try and catch back up with WWE. It went through a stage where AEW looked like they were competing to be the top brand in professional wrestling, and they kind of feel recently they've slipped up. This All Out pay-per-view was going to be make or break for them, coming off the back of a huge Clash at the Castle pay-per-view by WWE on the Saturday. It was All Out on the Sunday. They really, really had to pull something out of the bag to try and compete with Clash at the Castle. The show, from what I hear, was pretty good. I haven't actually had a chance to see it yet because I was in Cardiff for Clash at the Castle. It's been manic. Hopefully going to try and catch it at some point. But from what I hear, it was all good until obviously this press conference afterwards where all hell kind of broke loose. So let's hope that nothing really comes of that any further than is needed. But we'll see what happens going forward. But I just wanted to jump on it quickly, guys, because I thought it's quite big news at the minute in AEW, and it's interesting times for Tony Khan. He's really going to have to kind of get his head down and think about what he wants to do going forward, and we'll see what happens. So really hope you guys enjoyed. Hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. Let me know down below in the comment section what you think AEW needs to do to try and catch back up with WWE and how they're going to do it moving forward. Hit the thumbs up button and I'll see you in the next one.